welcome. Hello. Welcome back. We're going to be reading, and I'm grateful that you're here with me. We are all in our studio today with the blank canvas and boxes, little decoupage. Yeah. So open and ready to see what the universe has for us today with our reading. And yeah, so I've been reading here on this channel. For those of you who are new, welcome, hello, and welcome back to those of you who keep showing up. See what kind of reading we have today. We're going to be reading, let's see, today's date is January 8th. Yes, January 8th. And we have readings from 12-Step Prayer Book, which is really cool because it has like a key where it shows us, let's see, so we'll be reading, let's just get started there. I read other books and they're all in the description below. So if you want to have more structured readings of daily reflections for Al-anon or AA or anything like that, recovery base, you can check those out as well. So I invite you to do that. I love you guys, and I'm really grateful that you're here. Yes, I am, because I'm here for myself, I have to say, admittedly, and I say this all the time, oops, that I'm here for myself so that I keep showing up and I keep having this discipline of reading because of my need of just making sure that I have clear thinking aligned with allowing my higher power in my life to show me the results of my work. So I'm daily like sweeping the delusional thinking, the magical thinking away, and embracing the connection to my higher power, my strengthening my spirit, staying sober and clear, allowing clarity through to sow my life in a way that it's really nice. Actually, it's pretty cool. Very happy. And so, do you believe me? Do I believe myself? Yes. Show proof of it through what's going on. And I can catch myself if I start to project onto others when I'm reacting, or I can slow down when I feel feelings that come up that I'm not comfortable with. If I have any fears, I'm like, well, let's see, let's unpack that. So it's like that self-care. It's not just about spa days. Yes, spas are nice, but self-care for a lifetime is to just be present. And that's, in my experience, has been working. So with that said, let's start our reading. So January 8th is, page 1, number 2. That's easy. All right. All right, well, it's the Lord's Prayer, so bear with it, okay? Okay, here we go. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. All right, very good. I remembered it. I did it. That's one of the prayers that they say sometimes in the meetings. And, depending on your belief system, there's always like, well, what if someone doesn't, have that, that prayer in their belief system, depending on what religion based you're at. And You can take what you like and leave the rest. You don't necessarily have to pray that way. You can, you don't have to. You can opt out. You can just be there and feel and pray the way that you want to. You know, that's what's cool about personal discovery and healing, is that you do your way. And anyhow, so what do you think? I'm trying to decide between reading from Untethered Soul again or Discovering Choices. I'm going to go with Untethered Soul again. All right, let's just open it up. And since we are talking, I'm the one who's here, right? So since I started talking about like relinquishing delusional thinking, and thus allowing and being present, working with your higher power, with the gifts that God gives us. So we do the work on ourselves to be aware of being present, and our awareness of how we serve and interact and with others, to take responsibility for our behavior, and accepting people and places for what they are, realizing that there's no changing other people, places, and things outside of us, right? Accepting that humbly, knowing that we can only shift our perceptions and beliefs, not giving into that. Thus, we need, if it's strong enough that it's harmful to us, then we can put boundaries for ourselves to keep ourselves safe in mind, body, and spirit. But how we can just keep peace for ourselves and serenity is a choice. And after we understand how we can work with that, then the choices can be made with confidence and joy, no matter what. So this is a work in progress daily. So, like I said, that's why I'm here to read, to remind myself and to fill myself with this brief understanding for today. All right. So I opened up in page 37. The chapter name is The Lucid Self. And so I'm just going to read. I don't know what it's going to come up with, and we'll just see where it takes us, okay? All right. Okay, second paragraph starting. When you contemplate the nature of self, you are meditating. That is why meditation is the highest state. It is the return to the root of your being, a simple awareness of being aware. Once you become conscious of the unconscious, once you become conscious of the consciousness itself, all of them, unconscious, subconscious, you attain a totally different state. You are now aware of who you are. You become an awakened being. It's really just that, the most natural thing in the world. Here I am, where I always was. It's like you've been on the couch watching TV or scrolling on your phone, but you were so totally immersed in that show that you forgot where you were. Someone shook you, and now you're back to awareness that you're sitting on the couch watching TV. Nothing else changed. You simply stopped projecting your sense of self onto that particular object of consciousness. You woke up. This is spirituality. That is the nature of self. That is who you are. As you pull back into the consciousness this world ceases to be a problem. It's just something you're watching. It's constantly changing, but there is no sense of what, but there is no sense of that being a problem. The more you are willing to just let the world be something you're aware of, the more it will let you be who you are, the awareness, the self, the Atman, the soul. You realize that you're not who you thought you were. You're not even a human being. You just happen to be watching one. You will begin to have deep experiences within your own inner consciousness. These will be deep, intuitive experiences of the true self of nature. And you'll find that you are tremendously expansive. When you start to explore consciousness from the inside instead of form, you realize that your consciousness only appears to be small and limited because you are focusing on small and limited objects. That's exactly what happens when you're focusing solely on the TV or your phone. There's nothing else in your world. If you pull back, however, you can see the whole room, including the TV. Likewise, instead of just focusing so intently on this one human being's thoughts, emotions, sensory world, you can pull back and see everything. You can move from, change the page. You can move from the finite to the infinite. Isn't this what they've been trying to tell us? Christ and Buddha, Moses, and onward. The great saints and sages of all time and all religions. One of these great saints, Ramana Maharshi, used to ask, "Who am I?" We see now that this is a very deep question. Ask it ceaselessly, constantly. Ask it, and you will notice that you are the answer. There is no intellectual answer. You are the answer. So be the answer, and everything will change. Expanding beyond the smallness and expanding and seeing how you affect others, how others reflect back to you how the world is, and accepting how that is, the people, places, and things in it, and knowing that you are just, oh, this is so beautiful. Love it. So I'm going to stop there because that's where the chapter stops, and the next one is experiencing energy. Maybe I'll just put a page marker in there. Yeah. So I've been writing, I'm assisting in writing. Yeah. There's multiple people, and I offered to assist. And I'm really excited about that because it's really opened some self-reflection and expanded my awareness so that I can so it's on the on astrology and retrogrades and for the 2025. And I have put that in the last few videos. So if you are interested in this calendar, there's a link in the description for Conscious Seed Apotheca. And so it's an herbal company it's a small business company. And it also, so there's the herbalist owner, and so it's a very small company partnership. And then there's astrology as well. So Chelsea Navy is an astrologer, and so she is working on that as well. So that's an offering to, like, it goes right into your Google Calendar. And with that said, um, it's like a simple guide for complicated people, basically. So you can just say, oh, this is what's happening today. And there'll be like just a little couple things to talk about and be aware of and to mark so that you can work on your self-awareness. And yeah, so I just started talking about it. I've been writing for the past few days. I mentioned it the other day too. So there's an offering for that if you are so called to. It's a really cool thing to expand your spiritual awareness. All right, so I think that's it. I said the prayer and I read and I shared a little bit about my day. I'm doing well without the job that I used to have that I was, um, yeah, I didn't agree with with one of the policies, and because I was told otherwise from the manager, so I decided that, yeah, all that. So, but there are always blessings in change that maybe you aren't choosing. But anyhow, enough of that. I start thinking about it and I'm like, what is it still that's irking me about it? I think that it's still just kind of a little edgy there because there's a few things unknown. So like insurance um, and I'll have to make sure that the compensation is exact the way it's supposed to be. But I know like it's out of my hands and I don't want to fret over it. So I'm going to wait. Um, let's see. I found out Friday, so I'll start checking on Friday about what is happening like in my accounts and also see what I'm going to do about my insurance. Maybe there's a better insurance. I think there probably is because I felt like that wasn't the right amount. Like it was so expensive and they're supposed to be paying part of it. And I'm like, I don't know. This is so there's a lot of other options. Let's see what they are. So I figured I'm not going to fret over it. But that's, I think, what's kind of under there, like fear of being robbed by the people that you trust, sort of, you trusted. And then they go, ka-cha, yeah, get out of here. It's okay. One of my friends at work, she sent me a text. She's like, it was killing your soul. I was like, yeah, it was. And now I'm able to be available for my kids that need me. And yes, the boxes. We're leaving Thursday. So spending extra family time. So I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have just been squashing my feelings. And yeah, so anyhow, God is good. All right, so I will read one of these poems, these little saucy poems. Let's see what happens. Planting Gardens in Graves. I opened up to page 44. I don't know if it's the right one, but I'm just going to like dive right in and not care what it really says. I'm going to just kind of work out my emotions here. Hold on. If you should ever find someone who considers an emotional connection with you far more important than the physical, hold on to them. That's so good. If you should ever find someone who considers an emotional connection with you far more important than the physical one, hold on to them. That's so nice. No, I'll say nothing. So this is page 45. All right. I'm always like, Maybe this is going to be the crappy one and we'll have to stop and I'll go, I don't know what it means. All right, so let's, having luck so far. Here we go. Know all, say nothing. I'm way too observant to be fooled. I notice and discover things, yet I say nothing because it's entertaining to watch someone dance circles around their truth. Love it. Yeah, that's about right. You can enjoy being an observer, as the untethered soul said. This is a little tongue-in-cheeky, and we're a little bit annoyed. But okay. All right. Well, I love you, and I will see you, God willing, tomorrow with another reading. Let me know what comes up for you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're still even here, you lasted this long. All right. Yeah, share this content with somebody who may benefit as well. And thank you so much for this for the joiners. I love you so much. I appreciate you. And bye. See you, God willing, tomorrow. Bye, you guys.